What's good, YouTube? It's your boy JD Trades, and I'm bringing you another market outlook. As we always do, guys, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that post notification to get notified whenever I post a new video. I've got a lot of content coming up for you guys, all scheduled and underway, so definitely turn on that post notifications. So as we always do, it is pre-market analysis, day, Sunday/Monday morning. So let's take a look at some of the high impact news that we have available to us. So Monday, we have some holiday in South Africa, Singapore and India. Okay, so we do have Eid al-Adha, we've got Youth Day, and we've got Bakri ID. So happy holidays to those that celebrate. Tuesday, we've got RBA interest rate, CPI for the euro, core retail sales, and retail sales for the dollar. Wednesday, we do have Juneteenth, so there is a holiday for the dollar. We've then got CPI for the pound and GDP for NZD. Next, Thursday, we've got the interest rate decision for Swiss franc. With this press conference, we've got Bank of England's interest rate, guys, so it's just due to be huge, right? We've also got crude oil inventories, initial jobless claim, and Philadelphia Fed manufacturing index for the dollar. Friday, we've got Midsummer Day for Finland and Sweden, so that is a holiday for them. Then we've got a bunch of pound-related news. So we've got core retail sales, composite PMI, manufacturing PMI, and services PMI for the pound coming in early doors. Then we've got manufacturing PMI, services PMI, existing home sales, and Fed monetary policy for the dollar. So just off the rip, guys, I'm just going to tell you this. We may probably get a move on Tuesday. Wednesday is most likely a no trade day. It looks like the bulk or the majority of this week's price action is going to be later that week, okay? So Thursday and Friday. Because it is a new week, sorry guys, we're going to start off with the weekly time frame for the dollar. So looking at the dollar, we can see we've had a rally up last week with the recent closure. We have cleared some significant highs on the weekly, which is fair enough. Now, if we turn our attention over to the daily, there really isn't enough data for us to work with in terms of actual setups for the dollar, but it does look like we may get a potential pullback in the continuation. Okay, the structure is pointing to the upside, so I want to see these double tops here get cleared out. Okay, so we may get a pullback, come market open, come Monday. We may get a pullback in the continuation of the dollar. I wouldn't be surprised if we test this area of imbalance once again before we start to rally off for the dollar. Next up is Euro USD. So Euro USD, opposite inverse picture for the dollar. Looking for a pullback in a continuation to the downside. Now, the overall target is going to be that weekly low there, okay? So I want to see lower prices on this. We might get a slight test, maybe test Wednesday, 12th of June's daily low, okay? We might potentially test there and then continue to drop lower. But this trade has been beautiful so far and played out exactly to the T. Next up is Bitcoin, okay? So Bitcoin has dropped from last week, which is very natural. We are currently sitting inside an area inside the daily candle, which can give us a bit of a push to the upside. However, from analyzing this inside this 4-hour imbalance, we may hold this area and actually drop lower, okay? Now, I have said to you guys many occasions that 63K is a pretty good price to actually look for Bitcoin to attack its all-time highs, okay? So I do want to see lower targets for Bitcoin. Next up is gold. So in terms of gold, we didn't actually see that continuation to the downside in terms of a new daily lower low being formed, and that's okay. Now, with current price action and what we are seeing, okay, this does look like it wants to run for Wednesday, 12th of June's daily high before we can look to see another short coming. It looks like there might be, if gold does want to drop lower, it looks like there might be a pretty big sell going on, okay? So I would definitely not miss that one out, guys. There's probably over 700 pips inside of this range here. So I want to see that high get wiped, and then we should all monitor and reanalyze what we see at the moment, okay? Now, ideally, I want to see it run those highs, but it doesn't necessarily have to. It can just start dropping off of the back straight away, off rip. But I do want to see it run those daily highs first before we look for that potential move to the downside. So, like I said to you guys, the picture will formulate, the picture will build and give you a better understanding of what price wants to do. So we don't need to necessarily rush for any moves for the time being. All right, so next up is going to be on USD JPY. Now, we did have a play inside this 1 hour candle for USD JPY. It does look like we may potentially run to that exact same area, which is 156.723. If we can run down lower, okay, this should force gold higher. I reckon we can get one more test before potentially breaking its most recent high that it just created there on the 4 hour. Okay, so that's something that I would definitely look out for. Now, because there's so much high impact news for the pound, you know, it might actually be a week where it makes more sense to trade the pound than the euro. Right now, in terms of a setup, the pound is pretty much the only pair that I have a setup pre-market. In terms of us getting a pullback into this 4 hour candle to look for some shorts to drop lower to previous areas. Okay, now if we take a look at things from the daily perspective, we do have this large imbalance here, but then we've also got the liquidity resting beneath these lows. So there's a lot of downside potential for the pound, which means there's a lot of trading opportunities. Okay, we do have this weekly imbalance inside of here that price can also work inside. I really like the look of these long candles. Okay, we had a doji, another doji, but where we had this bearish candle, okay, which had a very long wick to the upside. So it's a great sign of rejection. So we are curving off. So this does look like it wants to drop lower. So look, you know, we are anticipating pardon me, we are anticipating the weeklies expansion, okay, so that we can catch the intraday potential push or setup. And that's just all what we're doing, guys. So remember, as I said, Tuesday is a trade day, Thursday is a trade day, Friday is a trade day, Wednesday is a no trade day. Monday, we'll see if there is a trade, but we'll probably just monitor price action and how it is behaving and progressing for us to set up for Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video and you took value from it, please drop a like. It does help the channel grow, and also subscribe, turn on that post notification to get notified whenever I post a new video. Many live streams, many short video, and many more content on its way. Guys, make sure to check out my social media links in the comment inside of the description box down below. I do post a lot of trade setups, a lot of trade ideas, and a lot of education inside of my Telegram for free. So make sure to join that Telegram in the description box below, and also follow me on my social media. With that being said, always remember the theory behind the practice, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.